country shouldn't have stuff like this on site. Just, yeah, don't want to be around that. There's an African homeless man sleeping in the doorway or lying in the doorway, and I just not even wanted to look at him. When I'm so scared of them, they're everywhere. Like, why are they everywhere? And why are they homeless? Like, why are we bringing Africans that are on the street? Like, I mean, obviously, why are we bringing them at all? But like, why would you bring people from another country who are just homeless and end up homeless? Or, you know, it just makes no sense. Yeah, about to touch down. I don't think I've ever felt so underwhelmed to be landing anywhere. It is so sad what is happening in these lands, and it is so sad to be back to witness it all again. Yeah, obviously it's where I'm meant to be. For some reason, consciousness wants me to witness the invasion. This thing. No cabs, just a plane full of robots. Everyone's too jabbed up and too broken to express any sort of emotion, particularly a positive one. It's the world of lies, isn't it? We hope you have enjoyed your flight. I mean, there's not one person that could possibly have enjoyed their flight. Like, we hope you got through it okay. We haven't actually sprayed us with poison on this flight, which is a relief, you know. Well, I hope you're still alive after we poisoned you. We look forward to seeing you again. I mean, it's just such a world of bullshit, isn't it? I mean, the most generous translation you can give to that is, we hope it hasn't been so unbearable that you will spend money with us again. We know it doesn't matter because all airlines are just as fucking crap as each other, and it's as horrendous an experience no matter what, almost. It is the odd one, like some of the Gulf states, you know, their airlines are slightly nicer, but you know, either way, it's just a horrible experience, and they've got you and you're trapped. So it really doesn't matter what happens, you'll just book the cheapest one. Anywho, there's Barcelona airport. What a crock of shit. Definitely need a coffee and a cigarette. I'm in a very grouchy mood. Somebody's just started making noise out of their phone, and it's honestly going through my head to just go up to him, get the phone and launch it down the fucking plane. Like, usually I don't have that sort of reaction. 10 hours surrounded by plebs has just fucking done me. Comes with a pleb charge. We've just switched off the seatbelt signs. Oh my god, we'll take our time. Mask boy's got his mask on still. What a fucking twat. Wow, I'm amazed. Usually everyone jumps up and gets jammed in the aisle. But no, not so much today. Good, no one in a mask ever speaks to me, obviously. Like, I wonder if they can even see me, you know, like we're just in such different worlds. I would love to just, like, if someone in a mask started speaking to me, I'd love to just put my hand up and go, sorry, I don't speak to people in masks. Actually, drop the sorry, there's no sorry. I don't speak to people in masks. So, Stinky Alco woman is a real enigma. I think she's from, I don't know, like, it almost looks Russian, the language, like it's the English alphabet, but it's all like blocky. So, I think like maybe the Balkans. Clearly an alcoholic. Clearly a complete mess. Had her pants on inside out, not that I was looking, she was like, fuck me, I definitely wasn't looking at her. Like, she makes my skin crawl, but when she bent over I couldn't help but notice her pants were inside out. But clearly got money, like boshing 14 euros on tiny little bottles of wine. And she flicked through her passport and there were so many stamps in it, like so many stamps. Just how do people like that make money? Like, it can only be her parents. Like, there's no way she's making money. It's just, I just can't get my head around it. Anyway, there she is. I have to buy some more wine, no doubt. So these two gay boys are, can you see the bear on his top? They're wearing matching bear tops. It's very gay. Gracias. Come right back. Yeah, I don't think that couple have any interest in me whatsoever, and it hasn't even occurred to them to take a photo of me or post about me or anything like that. But, you know, when you're living with what I'm living, and the threats, you know, the real reality of it all, I can't help but get paranoid about these things. it's definitely a sense of relief to be out of Latin America. Like disappointment, sadness. You know, I don't really not. You know, I wanted to carry on. I'd only just scratched the surface. I hadn't even started. But what the fuck is this bollocks? Oh my god, we're just so determined to get you used to fucking being a slave, essentially. Oh, fuck this, I'm just joining the queue here, man. Going behind all those fucking invaders. Distracted by tyranny there, didn't I? So, yeah. I was planning on building a life out there. I was planning on being out there for a lot longer, so obviously I had to come back. But with everything that's happened, you know, there's definitely a sense of relief to be out of Latin America. Not that it's over. It seems good. It seems they're pretty determined to find me and do me in. But yeah, it's got to be safer in a country that isn't ramping full of gangs or use to do me in. It's the easiest passport control ever. She didn't even look at me or ask me a question. She just went bosh. I've seen more Indians with bags on their heads already than I did in my. Well, I didn't see one. I didn't see one in my whole time. Alright, so I'm gonna need to get a bus or train or something inside, but first I need a coffee and cigarettes. So I'm hoping this will be the place. €4.70. Fuck it, I need it. It's really ironic. Stuff's been stolen out of my bag after I was commenting on people wrapping their bags up. A big box of paper, unless I packed in everything. I'm sure it was in the side pocket. Somebody's taken my big box of raw business. Luckily I've got one pack of zigzags left. Time for a big spliff shake tobacco and my coffee. I've been looking forward to this moment. Well, that's 10 hours, maybe longer. I'm told bus 46 will take me into Barcelona. So I'm on a bus that apparently goes to Barcelona. I have no idea where I'm supposed to get off. I guess when it just looks busy. So it turns out that bus doesn't go to the centre of Barcelona. I got chatting to a really nice lady. She said I needed to change buses, which all just feels too much. So this is where she told me to get off if I want hotels and relative touristy area. So yeah, let's go and try and find a hotel. Fucking hell, what a nightmare this is. Just walked past a couple of big hotels that would clearly be way too expensive, but anyway, tobacco shop, that's good news. I've lost all my papers that Stephen kindly bought me. Anyway, it looks like the sort of place that I'll find a hostel soon. Been walking about 20 minutes, I've not seen one hostel or hotel. I'll give it another 10 minutes, then I'm gonna have to jump into a coffee shop and get some Wi-Fi. Finally, a hostel. I think I'm at the point where anything under $50, I'm just gonna have to take it. Completely fucked. Hotels are like €100 a night. I've just been on the internet, but all. Am I gonna have to sleep in a dormitory? Oh my god. I just can't believe it. So I've managed to use the translator to just ask for a cheap hostel. So it's gonna be a dorm. I said just take me, you know, it doesn't matter where it is. I can't believe I'm about to sleep in a dorm. And needless to say, I can't do this. I just cannot do this. I think I'm going back to England. He's calling. Hello, do you have one room for the night?
Yes, we do. Would it be just one night?
Yes. Is it a private room or a dormitory?
We have both.
And how expensive are they?
Let me check for you. No, today I only have the private room. For one night, one person, that would cost $65.
Okay, yes, I'll take that.
Okay. If you'd like to make the reservation, you have to do it online. Okay? Because we don't make reservations over the phone. So you would have to do it online.
Okay, I don't have any internet. Can I do it when I get there and use the Wi-Fi?
Sure.
Alright, okay, the taxi driver will bring me now.
Okay.
If you can let him know that I'm coming there. Thank you. Can you tell him now that yes, I want to come to hotel?
Okay.
Thank you. Gracias, amigo.
¿Qué dice que no?
€65.
Ah, vale, perfecto. Dígame la dirección exacta, por
Right, some
favor.
sorted for tonight, but it's not sustainable. Yeah, no problem, thank you.
And also a living room.
Okay, nice.
And here here we have, this is the closest bathroom to you with a shower. These two doesn't have a shower.
Okay.
We have other two way down here.
Okay. Okay, gracias. I've got some flights booked for tomorrow. I'm feeling a bit better. Yet another plug I don't have an adapter for. I did have one and I threw it away in San Cristobal, so I was like, oh, I'm not going to Southeast Asia, and I'm sure that's the same one as Southeast Asia. I had a really good adapter as well with 2 English plugs attached to it, and I fucking binned it. Either that or it's been stolen out of my bag along with the fucking rollers, but I remember considering whether to bin it or not, so I obviously did. So I need to go and spend some money on a plug adapter, which I know that'll be really expensive here, but I just need to let go of worrying about money. Like, it is what it is. I'm flying to a cheaper part of the world tomorrow. I need to go and try and find a plug adapter, some water, and some rolling papers. Alright, so water's cheap, paper's expensive, but we are just in a supermarket. Okay, Seacrest, it wants 15 euros for a charger, so I think I've got enough battery power to get me to the airport, and then I'll be able to charge up in the airport and then buy one in the cheaper country I'm going to. Country shouldn't have stuff like this on site. Don't want to be around there. I've just been out to get a sandwich or two because I feel too sick to eat, so I just want something to nibble at. I don't want to be out and about, and I couldn't find the hotel, and I was panicking like mad, but I'd only walked straight. I was like, it's got to be on this road. And then I realised when I was backtracking, the reason I hadn't is because there was an African homeless man sleeping in the doorway or lying in the doorway, and I just not even wanted to look at him. When I'm filming this, it's at the time, probably a long time ago by the time it gets posted, if it ever gets posted. But the Ukrainian has just been knifed in the neck on a bus in America. I'm just so scared of them, and they're everywhere. Like, why are they everywhere, and why are they homeless? Like, why are we bringing Africans that are on the street? Like, I mean, obviously, why are we bringing them at all? But like, why would you bring people from another country who are just homeless and end up homeless? Or it just makes no sense, and it's so scary. Fucking hell, that's me done for the night. See you later. So obviously, Europe was a terrible decision. So once again, we're moving on. After 24 hours, getting our 4th flight in 5 days or something stupid. Oh, I guess that's how life looks when crazy shit is kicking off and people are after you. But yes, we're moving on again. So an interesting story from last night. I went out for a cigarette about 11 o'clock. And there was a guy from Tunisia who was also staying in the hostel. He was coked off his face, very drunk, but very friendly. And he smoked a joint of really nice hash with me, which apparently you can buy legally here in Barcelona. Apparently there's coffee shops. I didn't know that. So that was nice. Went to bed a little bit stoned for the first time in, I don't know, it must be a week now almost. Anyway, we're off to catch a bus that goes straight to the airport. I've already done a recce this morning without my bags to find out where the bus stop is, so I know exactly where it is. The bus comes every 20 minutes. And then yeah, we're leaving Europe after one day. It really was awful last night when I was smoking a joint with this guy. We were on the balcony overlooking all this, and it was carnage. Honestly, it was carnage. There was a guy getting chased by 2 other guys. I don't know how that ended up, because they ran out of sight. There was the homeless African man in our doorway who is so mentally ill. I keep seeing him and he's just so mentally ill. It's really scary. So yeah, I felt very unsafe in Barcelona on the streets, particularly at night. Europe really isn't the one. So we're moving on. And here's our bus. So it's go. It's a busy bus. Barcelona airport, everyone. Time to check in. Oh my god, everything is so stressful. So I googled requirements for Indonesia. And it said no visa, and it didn't say I needed to do anything. It said I could just turn up and get 30 days on arrival, and even apply for 60 days. I don't think that would actually be possible with immigration, but that's what it says. Then I get to the airport. First of all, they want an onward travel ticket, so obviously I booked one on onward travel for 12 quid. And then they say I've got to fill out this Indonesia fucking form. So they give me a website which won't load on my phone, even though I'm using the Wi-Fi. And I asked them, do you have a computer I can use, or can I borrow someone's phone? I even speak to a manager who is so aggressive and unfriendly, just horrible man. And then I go outside for a cigarette, and I asked someone who had seen me in the queue and seen the situation if I could use their phone, and they were like, yeah, sure. And then paid for it. It's meant to be $35, but for some reason I got charged $150, but whatever. Even though I'm running out of money and I'm not even YouTubing, it's an absolute nightmare, but whatever. And then on the Wi-Fi, the document wouldn't load. So then I say to him, can I try using your hotspot? He says no. I'm just like, what do you mean no? Like, you can see I'm almost in tears, like super stressed. And he said no. Anyway, then his missus said I could use hers, and I managed to get it. So then I go back to the desk, and they're questioning my onward travel ticket, and obviously it is a fake ticket, so I'm just like, fuck me. Anyway, they allowed that. And then the Indonesia thing, it just gives you a QR code, and they're scanning it, and it don't work. And eventually they scan it, and it didn't really look like it worked to me, but they said okay. So I'm a bit nervous about, am I going to get there? Very stressful, but anyway, so far so good. I hate it when the immigration officers use a whole new page to put a stamp on. Like, they just, there's space on those pages that have already been used by other countries, and then they just go ahead and use a whole new page. Like, when you're planning for, essentially never going back to the UK, pages in passports are fucking important. Like, I don't want to be applying for a new passport anytime soon. Oh my god, what a nightmare thing is. I've just realised I put the wrong date in on the Indonesia form. I put today's date instead of tomorrow's when I actually arrive, so that's probably going to be a problem. What a nightmare. And like, they ask you what hotel you're staying at, so like, how are you supposed to know that? How are you supposed to book a hotel first when you don't even know? You need to get into the city before you book a hotel. Or maybe that's where I'm going wrong, because it was a nightmare in Barcelona doing that. So I've just had to fill in a health questionnaire and pay £60 for the privilege, $60. Asking me which countries I've been to in the last 21 days, if I've got any rashes, any colds. Now I do have a really sore throat, so I hope that doesn't get any worse. But yeah, I'm really questioning whether I'm going to get in or not. And you just compare it to England. No other countries outside of Europe allow what's going on in Europe. In fact, it's quite the opposite. You have to pay a lot of money to go in. They ask you loads of questions, they make it difficult. Oh my god. Just starting boarding now, but these guys have all been stood here for like 20-30 minutes in a massive line. It just makes no sense. Why on earth would you queue before they even start boarding? I mean, it's bad enough once they board in, but I just don't get it. The crazy thing is, I actually had a big rash here yesterday. I think it's, obviously I'm going to think it, but I think it's all the aeroplane spray. And I think that's what's gone on with my throat. That's why I got the rash. Unbelievable timing. This universe is just one non-stop piss take / cosmic joke. I can't believe what a bad energy the chief flight attendant has got. So horrible. He's another one that just energetically just hates me before I've even said anything to him. Like, such a horrible, low vibration man. Nothing but polite to him. Was that the only time I spoke to him was when I was asking for his help. Totally polite. Yeah, I think it's gone. And just horrible. He just checked me in, but not checked me in, but like scanned me through. He couldn't even look at me. There's so much aggression, and like I could just feel the anger coming. I know exactly exactly. So Carl Jung talks about it really well. Like people like me that hold a truth vibration or a high vibration, we just shake these people up, just like pheasants shakes these people up, make them calm, stand it. You know, it's a big theme of my life. Present day editing Tom here. So Barcelona was shit, a terrible decision, really bad decision. So for those that are new to the channel, this was all filmed at a time where a psychopath had pulled a psyop on me, and I actually thought people were after me, trying to kill me. So I was sort of just moving around the world really fast, making really irrational decisions. It turns out it was all bullshit. But at the time of filming this, I was in such fear for my life. So yeah, I was making really irrational decisions, so that's why I ended up in Barcelona. But yeah, as you can see, after 24 hours, I was just like, this is not the answer. This really isn't the answer. So yeah, in the next video we fly to Indonesia and things start to get a lot better. So hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks.